my dear friends, we are spring here and beautiful weather, sunny weather, a little bit of wind. We have with the chicken, our chicken in the garden. Today my topic will be very important. It's peace. God is the foundation of our peace. So I have a question. Do you want that peace? Do you really want that peace? And I know you'll say yes. But when we think of peace, we think, well, the enemies are far away, there is no war, we have to eat, we have a roof, we have a work, good health, everything is okay, we are in peace. No, that's not peace. What is this? This is just human and earthly tranquility. And this human tranquility we're experiencing that it can be broken anytime. It can leave us any time. So the most fragile peace, that's not what Jesus gave us. When Jesus got out of the tomb, he was the risen Lord. He won over death. And he gave peace. The first gift that he gave to his friends was actually peace. Peace be with you, he said. So it's not, that peace of God is not what you think. It's not tranquility. You can have peace in the middle of the war. You can have peace even if you're sick. You can have peace even if you're a widow and you lost your dear ones. Peace is something else. Actually, we will see the Hebrew word for peace, shalom. And what is shalom? One who has shalom is the one who has the heart absolutely fulfilled with God. The Holy Trinity is completely fulfilling his heart. There is no vacuum, there is no emptiness, there is no frustration. That's peace. And that peace we can have it during the war. Jesus in the boat, in the middle of the waves, in the middle of the tempest, had peace, he was sleeping. And, peace. God is peace. So when you have God in your heart, you have peace. I remember Vitska during the war. I went to her and it was a terrible war, very bloody. And I said to her, in order to provoke her somehow, I said to her, Vitska, aren't you afraid? Your brothers are in the front and the enemies are very near. They can come and kill your parents, they can burn your village. Aren't you afraid? And she had that beautiful answer. She looked at me with such a love and light. She said, Sister Emmanuel, when you have God in your heart, when you have the peace of God in your heart, what can you be afraid of? That was the answer. It's during the war in 1992 that I experienced true peace, what it was. Peace is not a feeling. Peace is a person, the person of God in your heart. So I'm sure you want that peace, that divine peace, the peace that remains, whatever happens. You can receive it each day when you go to Mass, or each Sunday when you go to Mass. Because the priest is telling us, peace be with you. What sort of peace does it give then? The peace of God, because at Mass the priest is like another Jesus. So you get the peace of God. Sometimes we get out of the church after Mass, we still have this kind of negative feelings, negative thoughts, uneasiness, even worries and whatever, problems. And, if we were given the peace of God, what did not work? We were not open. We were maybe distracted, but not fully open to the gift of God. How can we be open? I'll give you a few examples, very simple examples. Suppose that I am a man who says, oh, I'm a very good Catholic because, I go to Mass every Sunday and I'm a good Catholic. But, some strange because I don't have peace in my heart. I'm so afraid to be sick. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to lie in bed and maybe have problems with my work, with my family. I don't want to suffer. So I go to the doctor every week. I make all kind of checking for my health. And okay, is that man really a good Catholic? No. Why? He's not abandoned to God. He's not trusting God. Because I'll take the thing from the origin, from the beginning. Okay, this man has been created by God and he received the sacrament of baptism. When he was baptized, He became a child of God. And as a child of God, his life is meant to glorify God in his life, you know. He's meant to glorify God. And he's part of the family of God. Everything that belongs to God is his family time. And everything that belongs to him actually belongs to God, you see. So when he says, I don't want to be sick, I don't want to suffer, I don't want to be stuck in bed, I don't want this, I don't want that, what does he do in reality? He's taking back from the hands of God something that belongs to God, which is his life, his health, that belongs to God. And by doing that, he's, like he said, okay, Lord, I love you very much, you know, I love you very much, okay, but as far as my life and my health, it's my problem. My health is mine. I have to see to it. I have to decide. So he takes the control on his life. So the risen Lord, hearing such an attitude, what does he do? He sees that he's not invited. He's not invited to be the Lord of that man in his heart. He's not invited to be the master of that heart, because the guy, he said, I want to have the control of my own life, of my own health. So Jesus has no place there. So what does he do? Goes behind the wall because he's not invited. He doesn't force our freedom. So my question is, since Jesus is not invited, the risen Lord, the victorious over death, is not invited in that heart. Is there light in that heart? Is there light in that heart? No. If there is no light, what is there? Darkness. And who needs darkness to work? The demons. They're always in search of darkness, a place of darkness to dwell. Always. And this man, without realizing, chasing out the risen Lord, inviting these demons are eating up the heart. Like this. This man is very surprised not to have peace, but he made his own misery. But if this man decides to be converted and to welcome Jesus in his heart, to welcome the risen Lord, the victorious, the master of his life, the creator of his life, invite Jesus, what does he say? He changes his attitude and will say, Lord, you know, the goal of my life is to glorify your name. So if you want me to glorify your name with a good health, fine, give me a good health. But if ever you have another plan for me, it's okay with me, because you know, whether I'm in a good health or not, I can always glorify your name. Even if I'm sick, I can always glorify your name. So please, you choose, because I'm your child. I trust in you, Jesus. I trust in you in everything you decide for me. That moment, this person gets the peace of God, because he invites God to be the master, to be the leader, to be to have the control of his life. He lays his life into the hand of Jesus. Jesus, I trust in you. You see the difference? The first one has no peace, the second one has peace. Let me give you another example, very common. I say, well, I'm a good Catholic. I go to Mass every Sunday, and you know what? I am very rich. I'm so rich you can't imagine how rich I am. And now that I'm retired, I can do everything I want with my money, because this money, you know, I earned it. I didn't steal it. I earned it and it's mine. I want to do what I want with it. It's mine. It's my money. No peace. Why? Because saying it's mine, it's my money, I want to do what I want, finished. Peace is over. Because Jesus sees that he has no place there, cannot be the master in the life of this man. So he goes behind the wall to let this man free, you know, to decide he's free. But he's not there in that heart. And not being there, there is no light. And there is no light, there is darkness. And if there is darkness, there are the little demons eating up. And that man has no peace. He's very rich, he can buy everything he wants, but inside, misery, emptiness, frustration, there are no peace, you know. And this is the case of so many people in this world. They want to do what they want with their goods. It's mine, it's my freedom, fine. but if you want peace, it's another way. So this man can change his mind and said, Lord, I've got good news for you. You know what, Lord? You see the money I have in the bank? Thanks to you, Lord. I earned it because you gave me the health and a good job. So thanks to you, I earned that money. But you know why? Since I'm your child, Lord, this money is totally yours. Totally yours. Do with it what you want. I know you will not abandon my family and that we'll be starving. I know you're good. But if you want to use that money, use it the way you want, because everything that is mine is yours. See to it, Lord. Abandon my goods to your hands. Show me what I have to do with it. From that moment, the guy is free. Freedom of heart. And instead of having these little enemies, eating up from inside his heart, he has invited Jesus inside as a risen Lord, and all this light of the resurrection, the light of the Holy Spirit comes into his heart, and he's happy. He has the true peace, a peace that no one can remove from him because it's divine peace. You see the difference between divine peace and having everything we need and this human kind of tranquility.